Hey everybody out there, how you guys doing today in this lovely evening? My name is Malak. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure that you hit the sub button for me and the notification bell. When you hit the notification bell, press all, and it'll be able to notify you when I do go live. Today we are going to be talking about something very interesting, and I'm going to call this title Scary Encounters. I want everybody who's in the chat or in the comments, if you pop up, if you don't decide to show your face, just keep it respectful, don't show anything nasty or anything displeasing to the other viewers. But I would like for you guys to call up and give your scary experiences on this channel today. We're gonna do something real special with this one. So yeah, let's get it started. I would like to talk about anything. If you guys want to talk about like well, you say paranormal activity or sleep paralysis, maybe anything to do with somebody that did something to you. You felt like a presence was around them. They ain't even have to feel like a presence was around them. Maybe they might have tried to do something to your life, like take your life or something. I want to hear you guys' story. I dropped the link down below, so if anybody would like to call up, they can at this moment, at this time. If you, again, I'm gonna say, if you don't want to be on video, you do not have to be on video during this live. I'm just want to put that out there because some people do not like to show their face. I just would like to hear the point of view of where some of my viewers are coming from in their approach with the situations that they had to deal with through their life. I can honestly say I done dealt with some strange things to myself. So if you're willing to call up, if you're out there, you can call up. I'm gonna show you how you can turn your screen off like this, and you can just call up and talk. And if anybody down there trolling or anything like that, if you decide to troll during the live and stuff like that, all you can do is just send me a you can send me a cash app. I'm not a cash app, but a super chat. If you're gonna troll, super chat to troll. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna troll, super chat to troll. And then I'll send it up here. That's the only thing I'm gonna tell you right about now about that trolling stuff. But the line is open for anybody who would like to call up. I just ask for everybody to keep it peaceful. I'm just talking right now. I'm dropping a link, but I like for people to keep it peaceful and clean when they call up here. I don't want to hear too much cussing. If you can't control your cussing, just don't come up if you can't control your cussing. But if you can, then you're more welcome to call up. I will be taking any first caller right about now. At this time, you can talk about anything you want to, as long as it's just something that is out of the ordinary that you never told nobody, or people might have thought you was crazy about what you might say. Okay, we get your boy Trevor up here. Let's bring Trevor. What's up, Trevor? How you doing today, my brother?
Doing all right, Gio. How are you doing?
I'm doing blessed. I can't complain. Just feeling the energy that's around me right now. I'm living positive right now. I got a lot of positive stuff going on.
That's so, what's up. Yeah. I saw the link pop up on my feed. Let me check this out.
Okay, you got any scary stories that you ever experienced throughout your life that you would like to talk about and tell people?
I think hold on, I gotta think for a second, because there's one that happened a while ago. I was in college in Maryland, right?
Yeah.
And we were just walking, and this was around the time that whole clown thing was happening.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was crazy.
So it was me, my cousin, and yes, I went to school with my cousin for a little bit. It was me and my cousin. Who else was there? A couple roommates. And to D Brooklyn, I'm already done working. Come on now, you know me.
I would like to just thank allegedly for the super chat, but we're gonna let my boy Trevor go ahead and explain this story. And I'm sorry for cutting you off, my brother.
You are good. You are good. I just had to answer D Brooklyn.
All right, yeah.
Anywho, so we're chilling there, right? And honestly, what we would used to do, because the campus was very small, was we'd walk off campus all the time, and it was beautiful woods, beautiful. And me coming from, well, I guess the only city in New Hampshire, but me coming from over there, like, I mean, I was a little anxious. I'm not used to woods like that, but like, I was with people, saw we were sitting there chilling, walking in the woods, walking in the town over, and all we heard was like this loud sledgehammer hit the ground. And then we saw one of them scary MFs like right over there. I kid you not. Nobody ran. We looked at him. One of my boys was like, "You come anywhere near us, that's it." Because one of the boys was from Baltimore. He's like, "I'm not playing that. I will have to f you up if you come any closer." The guy kept following us. He apparently had a friend. And we got to the park, and they followed us all the way to the park and started wanting to chase us. My boy went down. I kid you not when I said this. He gave a one lever. That was, I think, he lefty. One left hook right to the temple. He was done, and his friend just ran off.
It was more than one clown that was following you guys.
Yeah,
it was a group of them.
Yeah. Oh, it wasn't a. It was just two. It was just two of them.
Yeah, one of them had a sledgehammer. You said, right? If I'm not mistaken.
I don't know if it was real or not. That's the thing. Like, I don't know if it was one of the things like a rubber sled, and he just hit like a metal like thing, and it just sounded loud, or like obviously it was two goofballs. Come to find out that it was not no one in the neighborhood. It was actually two people from that school just trying to be funny. But I say I know that's stupid, but that's one that I guess that's like one of like the only times where it's like I had really any scary thing happen. Yeah, that's it.
Oh my goodness.
What's up, Sam? How you doing?
Oh my goodness.
Let me drop
Hi, I watch you all the time.
I'm gonna drop you, Trevor. I'm gonna bring you back later. Think of another one and tell me about it. You know what I'm saying? Think of another one. I like that story.
No problem.
All right, my brother. But what's up, Sam? How you doing today? Thank you for watching me too. You subscribe to the channel, right?
Yeah, I am. I love your channel, and actually I made a video about this because I know there's a lot of people that don't believe, in bad energies or the devil or things like that. And I'm just gonna go through it, just skim through it really quickly. I was at a really, when you're at your lowest point, you're willing to do anything crazy and stupid. So I was like, okay, leave. I was like, okay, I'm ashamed of it now, but I was willing to sell my soul for, I just wanted out. I wanted a quick out. And where I live, there's a store that there's like Wicca and things like that.
Hold on. You said you was willing to sell your soul. I gotta hear this one.
Okay, so at the time I was going through custody battles. I was going through custody battles for my kids. I was having a hard time at my job with my family. I just felt like everything was collapsing onto me. And if you hear a lot of these people that made it out, they just say, oh, well, I sold my soul. It was like a quick out, right? Yeah. I was so desperate and young at the time. Like, I'm young right now. I'm 25, but I was younger. And I was at the point where I was like, I just want to quick out. I felt like everything was crumbling. And it just felt like so much was on me. Like I could barely even sleep. My apartment, I was going to get evicted. So I just said, I'm going to do it. So I thought it was going to be easy, right? So I just went to the store because I know there's a masonry. There's, the mason?
You said a mason or makery? Yeah. What's that?
No, Masons, the Freemasons.
Oh yeah, the Freemasons. Okay, yeah, I know
there's
about it.
There's one of those, and right next to it, there's a Wicca store. So I went to the Wicca store, like a witch store.
Oh, okay.
So I went to it, and I was kind of embarrassed, and I went up to the person up in the front, and we were chatting, and I was like, look, honestly, this is what I'm here for. Can you help me out? And the person kind of pitied a lot with me, and he was like, no, I'm not going to allow you to do something like that. I could help you, but I'm not going to. So I left, frustrated because, you know, I have so many bills, I have so much stress on me that I said, okay, well, it shouldn't be that hard. So I did the Ouija board. I just did so many stupid things. This is gonna be crazy. Okay, so I did a lot of stupid things. I did the Ouija board. It wasn't working, and I was like, how the fuck does this thing work, right? No, I don't need it explaining. Just listen to the story. So this was maybe about 6 years ago. My life right now is great. I believe in God. You know, I love God. You know, but
Amen.
it took that for me to be like, whoa, you know. And I've always grown up in church or with God or things like that, you know. But I was just very weak at that moment. I didn't have my mom with me, and because I'm very, I refused to ask for help. Well, now I don't, but at the time I did. I didn't want to seem weak to my dad, even though I was at the most vulnerable time of my life. I played with the Ouija board. It didn't work. I was gonna go to my dad's house, and there I was driving by a cemetery. So I tried it there, and the thing moved. So I started tripping out. I was like, oh my gosh, did it move or is it me? You know, my head playing games with me. It moved, and then so I pulled over by the street, and there was a light flickering on the top on the street, right? So I was like, what the fuck? Am I tripping out? So I said, is this really Satan? And then it said yes. And then I asked it again. I asked it about 4 times, and it said yes. The 5th time, it stopped working. I think it probably got irritated, like, yes, I'm here. What do you want? And it wouldn't work anymore after I asked it like 4 or 5 times because I didn't know if it was me subconsciously moving it. So it didn't work anymore. So I know when you do the Ouija board, you have to close it, right? So I put goodbye. I ripped it up. I broke it. I threw it away. And I just kind of was frustrated. I ended up, you know, living like that for another week until this is the trippy part. I went to sleep. I had an apartment. It was a loft. And my room was on top, and I had stairs that go down to the kitchen, right? Well, I went to sleep, and in my dream, I woke up. I woke up, and I went down my stairs, and then I seen like a black dot like this. And then, basically like this. So you see that? And
Yeah.
it was floating. It was floating. So, and then it started getting bigger and bigger. And I touched it, and I can like remember the feeling of it. I went like this, and it felt like hair, like black, dark black. Felt like hair, and it went like this. And it was a man, like a man's face popped out of it. And then this handsome guy came out of it. And I was like, what the fuck? Like in my dream. Oh, I'm sorry. I know you said no.
Yeah, just try to keep the cussing minimum.
Like, yeah, I was like, oh my gosh. And I was like scared, but not scared. And I was like, what do you want? And he says, you know, nothing. Hold on. Hold on, please. And I was like, I was like, what do you want? And he goes, you know what I want. You've been asking for me. I'm here. And inside of me, I like just thinking about it, like, you know, it's like, ooh, because I knew who he was. And I was like, I don't have time for this. Leave. Because my mom would always tell me scary stories, and supposedly if you cuss out witches and tell them to leave, they'll leave you. I was like, I don't have time for this. I need you to leave. And I push him, and I walk to the kitchen. He goes, you've been calling me. I'm here. I know what you want. And you know when you know someone is something and you don't have to say it out loud?
Yeah.
It was like that. So I was really scared. And I was like, I don't have time for this. I don't have time for this. He goes, well, you've been calling me. And then I turned. And once I turned, I wasn't in my kitchen anymore. I was in a pit. I was like in a, like, if I could describe it, looked like a cave. And I just see darkness and like rocks, and I look at him and he doesn't look, he had a suit on and he looked handsome. Now he looks like a fucking demon. Oh, I'm so sorry. Now he looks like a demon, you know? And I'm like, I start tripping out. And then I see people walking in. Like, I'm talking about construction workers, teenagers, moms, dads, and they look confused, like they don't know where they're at either. And they're just I turned and they were walking behind me. And they just walk away. I have a feeling I literally was in hell, because that's what it felt like. Like it was like a cave. It was dark, and like he was mad because I kept telling him to go away. And then I just kept telling him, leave me alone, leave me alone, leave me alone. And when I go back to my apartment, now I'm not in the cave anymore. I go back to my apartment and he says, I'll be back when you call me back. And then I just woke up like if I wasn't asleep, like if I had been awake the whole time. And I have a feeling like it really was, like I didn't dream it, like it was real. Like, I don't know, it was just so scary. And then after that happened, to me, it was like, if you really do choose to do it, you could do it. But that sense of reality and how scary it wasn't for me. It wasn't for me. And I prayed. I got so scared. I was praying. I was praying. And I was telling God, just please help me. Please, please, please help me. And he did, because like now I live. Now I have my husband. I have my kids. Oh, it's so sad.
Yeah, that's crazy. I ain't gonna lie to you, Sam. That's crazy. I ain't gonna hold you for too long. That's a good story though, but sound like to me you the devil he introduced himself to you. You said he was handsome. That's what God made the devil in the Bible. They said God made the devil to be handsome, very handsome, and the head of musicians or something like that in heaven. That sounds like you actually met the devil. Like you said, he was super handsome, huh? Like he was super duper handsome. You was attracted to him, wasn't
you? Yes, in a sense. Not like he just looked handsome. It like a handsome man with a suit on. That's how I could describe it. And then once he turned and I was in that cave, it just, I wouldn't even be able to describe it. It just looked like a flash of, he did have horns, he did have the weird legs. He wasn't bright red, but he did look undescribable, very ugly.
That's crazy, but thank you, Sam, for telling us your story. It sounds crazy, girl. Don't do that no more. You hear me? Don't mess with that.
No, I just.
You need to pray every night.
No, I pray. I just want people to know, that if you're ever at your bottomest, like just pray, and your time will come, because I have been there, and it's embarrassing even just to say it out loud and knowing that other people are going to listen to it, but it takes someone to tell someone else, hey, don't worry. Even if you feel like both of your legs are broken, you can still do it. You don't,
Yes. Yeah. Well, Sam, thank you for calling up and sharing your story. Peace and love, and may God bless you on your journey. You stay blessed now.
You.
All right, bye.
Bye.
All right, we got Andrea calling up. What's up, Andrea? How you doing?
Hi, Gio. I'm good.
I'm doing blessed. How you doing today?
I'm good. A bit cold. Okay, so I've never experienced something like that. I know people who have. For example, I was just telling in the chat that my mother, she has had like those vivid dreams with people that have passed away and all that. And that being said, I don't know if you remember that I once mentioned that my hometown is like the capital for the training of priests for exorcisms. So yeah, so I mean, I know movies tend to show it as like, oh yeah, it's something extraordinary. Apparently it's not, because here, like, we have a church dedicated for that. I visited, and I didn't know that it was meant for that. And I just saw the imagery and all the little like phrases taken from the Bible. And I was telling my boyfriend, like, this is so weird. Like, I've been in tons of churches because Catholic, and I've never seen this type of things. So as soon as we left and we came to our house, and I noticed that I googled the church, and there it says on its website that that church is like the place to go if you want to do one of those rites. So that definitely put like all my skins like chicken.
I'm lost a little bit. You lost. What you mean? One of those rites? Like we go to
And
the place.
the exorcism is a Catholic rite, like baptism, confirmation, all that.
Oh, so if you want to cast out an exorcism and get a demon out of somebody, that's the church you go to basically to do it. Oh yeah, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
apparently. And I think it was either that or a person who was having like a mental breakdown. But once I was in a church like
I don't
gathering
mean
with
to cut
my
you off
mother.
again, Andrea, but the
Huh?
chat would like to know what's the name of the church.
I need to Google it. It's something like Our Lady of Soriano or something. Let me Google it because the name is super long. I'll leave it in the comments.
Okay.
Yeah, so one time I was in a gathering with my mother and my brother in a church, and this lady came, and there were like 5, 6 men carrying her, and she was just shaking, like just like you see it in the exorcism movies, just like that. And they took her inside of a church, and you could hear the screaming, and I don't know if they were doing an exorcism to her right now, but it definitely scared us like a lot. And we didn't stay for the rest of the event. We had to leave because I was starting to get very, very triggered by what I saw. I was only like 12. Yeah. So even if you don't believe it, there are people who, I mean, I don't know. I have the thought of, I don't know what is this. I better not mess with it. You will never caught me touching a Ouija board or whatever because I'm a chicken. I'm terrified of things that I don't know, so I better leave that alone.
Well, there ain't no wrong with being scared, but make sure you when I drop you down, make sure you pin that church so
Yes.
people can look it up and do their research on that church. So I'm just saying, y'all, so y'all be aware. You might she in Mexico. Y'all go to Mexico, don't just go to any church because you might walk into a church where they doing exorcism and they might think you coming in there because you got something attached to you, so they might do an exorcism on you, and we don't need that.
No, I mean, from my understanding, is not that simple. Like it has to be like a process, and from what I know, it's not. You can't just go like in The Conjuring, how the Warrens are the ones doing the exorcism. That's not possible. It always has to be sanctioned by the Catholic Church. Otherwise, it's not a proper exorcism according to their rule or whatever.
Well, that was a good one. I like that. You taught me something different about the exorcism church that I ain't never even know. But thank you, Andrea, for coming in. If you got another story, stay down in the bottom and then raise your hand. I'll bring you back up to talk about it. All right,
Okay,
peace and
will
love.
do.
God
Thank
bless.
you. Bye.
All right, we got Raphael next. What's up, my brother Raphael?
Hello.
What's happening with you?
Nothing, but I've been in my house. I've been in my house for 3 years, and I know this is probably going to sound weird to everybody, but like I know my mom is in my house, and the reason why I know this is because I can see her out of the corner of my eye, and then when I look, it's nothing there. But I know that she's here. And I constantly see her out of the corner of my eye. And I know people gonna say I'm crazy or whatever, but I don't care. I see her out of the corner of my eye. Another like And my grandmama, she been deceased for about 5 or 6 years. My grandma, she comes to visit me too, but I don't see her. She just come visit me in my dreams. But I know for a fact that my mother is here, and people don't think that that's true, but it is. I know that's probably not like a scary story, but scary encounters. Cause I got you on my 50-inch TV as well. Um, but I got it on mute. But yeah, like I know that's kind of weird.
No, it's not weird. When you said that, your mom passed, right?
Yeah, my mom passed in 2007.
I'm
It's
sorry
been
to hear about
13.
that, my brother. I'm sorry. My condolences go out to you and your family. But
Mhm.
when you seen your mom, was her like? Did she have on like? Was she in color? Like when you see her on the side of you, was it like colored?
No, no. Unfortunately, Gio, she's never in like color. It's just like a black outfit.
Yeah, that could be. That's an
So
ancestor. You're not opening yourself up to your ancestors. Probably you got to pray about that. And if it's your mom, talk to her. You know what I'm saying? That's what one of the comments she said.
no, but I know it's my mom because like I've been have like last month and this month I've been having dreams about my mother. And the thing is me and her been constantly talking because she knows that I'm going through something. In which I am. Sorry for your loss, Raphael. Thank you. My mom knows that I'm going through something, which I am. I am. And she been coming to me. Me and my mom been constantly talking. You know, my mom ain't never really came to me in my dream like this. Like she's really, really worried about me. And that's how I know that she is in my house because she worried about me. Because every time we talk, I'd be like, "It's nothing wrong," and she'd be like, "Yes, it is. Something is wrong." Um, but I'm not gonna hold it up. I know you got other callers, but yeah, like I feel like that's kind of weird that I kind of like see my mother from the corner of my eye.
And
I feel like
ain't
that.
nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Sometimes um the people who you are close to when they pass away, they can attach themselves to you. If you have that genuine love for that person and they love you, they can attach themselves to you. Then you will feel their spirit like for a long time until they can get their message across to what they're concerning to you is like they might see something that you might not see. Like you might be hurting. Were you depressed or something?
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm going through a depression, and I all like around November, December, I always go through depression all the time. And so, like, I'm seeing a therapist and stuff like that, but because I'm one of them people that believe in going to therapy. I know that may sound a little crazy to some people, but not to me. If something is hurting me and I feel like I need help and assistance, I'm gonna ask for it.
Mm-hmm. That's good,
So
Raphael. That's very good.
yeah,
I'm glad to see your ancestors still around you. You stay blessed up though, man. Peace and love. I'm gonna see you in a minute, my brother. I got another call on the line.
okay.
All right, my brother. Peace. What up, D Brook? What's up with you, my brother? How you doing today?
What's going on? I got allergies like a mug right now. I can't breathe for nothing.
Well, may some of them positive spirits come over there and bless your allergies. Don't let
No, I got
anything
you. I got you.
come over there
I
'cause
got you.
you might have
Um,
allergies forever. No, I'm just playing with you. I'm
yeah.
just
Nah, man. Raphael ain't crazy. Ain't nothing weird about what he got going on. My pops just died last year in September.
I'm sorry to
I
hear
wish I
that.
can go through that. I want to see him again. I just don't want him to see me now. Because I'm going through some stuff. Whatever. Come holler at me in 6 months when I'm right. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
I really don't have a lot of stories. I just gotta commend you for doing this topic, Geo. For real,
Yeah.
this makes you be Geo. This
Yeah, this
makes
is
the
something I want to
this
do.
gives you so much. Excuse me. This gives you so much authenticity to what you about. You see what I'm saying? This is Geo Malak for real.
Yeah.
And that's what I love about you, brother. You know,
Thank you, brother. Thank you. I appreciate you.
some of these stories, and I have a couple stories, but I'm not gonna go through the scary ones. The only one that comes to my mind, um, it's kind of actually funny, but I was watching in the living room with my wife. I was down in Texas and everything. Kids are asleep. It's late at night. You know, it's Friday or whatever. It was or Saturday. It was over the weekend. I ain't had to work. She ain't had to work. Um, but we're watching the ring. This is a long, long, long time ago. And and there was a storm outside. So we lost power. I'm asleep. And the TV was like loud or whatever in the bedroom. I'm sleeping in bed. All of a sudden, you ever see the ring? Man, I jumped up, grabbed a piece. I'm like, what the hell's going on? Like I said, it's kind of funny, but it's not. Because at the time I didn't know what the hell was going on. Nothing.
Mm.
Um, any other scary stories that's personal, that's real, and I'm not comfortable talking about it.
I mean, you can go ahead and let it all out, brother. You know, this is the
Nah,
platform
for
for
real,
you to
nah,
let it out.
nah. I ain't comfortable talking like that.
I mean, if it was a dream, go
Nah, it
ahead and
wasn't a
talk about
dream.
a
I
dream.
lived it. Nah, you good. Um, but nah, I appreciate all the callers and everything, like willing to share one or two stories or whatever, because this shit ain't easy to talk about. It's really not. And I commend Raphael on the bravery he showed to actually come out with his emotional state of mind and mental state of mind, because it's all part of the grieving process and the healing process. You feel me?
Yeah. Do you know anybody else that told you a weird story? You can talk about that too if you wanted to. Like,
Nah,
that's
if
why
you got any other callers,
I ain't got no more callers right now. That's why I'm asking you. Because in case somebody do just might pop up while you talking, then I
I
let you
got you.
finish on your story and then I let them up. But you don't know any stories at all, like of what somebody else went through and they might have told you, and then it's
Um,
stuff like through childhood or something.
I'm not gonna name no names.
Yeah, no, you
I'm
don't
not
have
gonna
to do
name
that.
no
That's confidential.
nothing. There's just one person that's really close to somebody really close to me. This person had a dream about somebody and they got killed. And within the dream, I just heard this like last year, this story, so it's kind of fresh in my mind. It's not like a 10-year-old story or nothing. But the woman, I didn't even want to put that out. Whatever. The
You good?
woman,
We don't know what woman.
yeah, the woman opened up like the newspaper and everything, going through the obituaries, and it's that woman's name within the dream, not her name, but the woman in the dream. So, due to technology, you could look stuff up, not like way back in the day. So she looked this person up, and she really did die.
Mm.
That
Yeah, that's
it was. I'm not going to say crazy, but it was very profound in the way she felt about having a dream and everything. It was just like it was so real to her that she had to go on the internet, do a little bit of research, and found out that really happened.
Damn. That's crazy. That's the craziest story. You know, that she got whoever telling her dreams is telling her the future or telling her the past or what happened.
Yeah.
You know, that's all what that is they just telling her, or it could have been the person who passed.
Yeah.
In her dream, telling them how, you know, she died. And I don't know what the connection they might have had with each other, but you know, that's confidential too. If you don't want to expose information, you know, that's all good.
It was somebody close to my father, you know, that died. This was a few years ago, or whatever. And but I never heard the story before last year or whatever. So I'm hearing this story and I'm like, that's crazy. And I didn't even know about it. I thought the woman was still living.
Yeah.
No, I didn't know.
Cool. Well, I'm gonna bring up Andrea and Raphael, and you know what I'm gonna do for y'all special. I'm gonna tell you a special a time that happened to me. I had sleep paralysis. This is why I like to talk about this stuff, because I didn't actually have sleep paralysis like 5-6 times out through my life, but now I'm with a good woman. I got my Bible open, you know, I start praying and stuff. That don't happen to me no more. But I was like at the age of 13, 14, my uncles passed away from gun violence. My uncles died at a young age. You know, they was murdered.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I saw good. They was doing stuff too. You know what I'm saying? But if you go in Louisiana, my uncles was Kilo and Sinbad. They was the first ones with them names. You know, like them street names. They came from them. But my uncle, like when they died or whatever, I remember my mom like ran out crying in the front yard or whatever. And then like a couple of days later, let me bring up Sam. But a couple of days later, I go to sleep. Like I had to share a bed with me and my brothers. Like I'm the oldest, so I don't know why I slept in the middle of them. Cause I like to be like in charge. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all, you know, don't move, don't fall out the bed. If you fall out the bed, I gotta pick you back up. If you over here kicking, I gotta wake you up. But I slept in the middle of the bed and in our apartment. When you look down, I could look down the hallway, and my mom's room was across from me. You know what I'm saying? But the living room was down the hallway to this side, to the left side, and the kitchen was to the right. It's like a small little apartment, but a 2-bedroom, small apartment, 1 bathroom. I went to sleep. You know what I'm saying? I woke. This is like, because I was already having these dreams of like going to sleep, waking up in the same place, but because I used to put the covers over my head, it felt like something strangling me. I couldn't move or see anything. But this was the first time I actually was able to see. You know what I'm saying? Like I woke up in the same position I was sleeping, like on my back. So I looked down the hallway. I don't know why I looked down the hallway, but I looked down the hallway because you can just see the natural hallway if you're sleeping in the middle or if you're sleeping on the side to the wall. But if you're sleeping on the side of the bed to where closest to the edge in the middle of the room, you won't see the hallway. I looked down the hallway, the room, and at the end of the hallway between the kitchen and the living room was red. You know, like it was red, and it was a tall guy. I just seen a big ass figure with a hat, like a long hat with a trench coat. It didn't move or anything. It was like a shadow. It just stared at me for like the whole entire time. And I panicked. I ain't gonna lie. I started like, you know, when you see stuff like that, I started tripping out. I was like, my brother, I can see them sleep on the side of me still. I'm like, hey, like I'm trying to get them up, but I'm not moving. I'm trying to yell. As the more I tried, my voice just got smaller and smaller and smaller, and it muted eventually. I'm like that. I eventually just snapped out and woke up because I used to have to force myself, you know, like force my mind to force my body to wake up. But I don't know what that was, you know, like that person in that trench coat and that black hat. That black hat was so long. I'm like, who is this? Like, and it was just standing there, you know, like it didn't move or anything. It was just standing. I just wanted to give y'all that because y'all gave y'all stories. I got plenty more, you know what I'm saying? But we're gonna wrap it up. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna wrap it up. Y'all know the vibe. If y'all ain't following on the channel, everybody in the comments, make sure y'all follow the channel. Geo Malak on YouTube. Leave a thumbs up, thumbs down if you like the video. Keep the comments going at the bottom below. Also, y'all give a shout out to D Brooklyn, Andrea, Sam, Raphael, and whoever else came up here and gave their story and their testimony. Y'all, in the count of 5, we're gonna get them a peace out of bye. However y'all want to do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Peace out.
Peace.
Deuces.